Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Orlando Magic have waived center or power forward / center Bol after having a really solid season with the Orlando Magic this season, averaging 9 and 6. As a lot of you who might not know Bol, which at the same time you probably do, his father is Manute Bol, former basketball player. A lot of basketball fans will know who he is. He had a really solid career in the NBA. Bol's been with he's been with the Magic, I think, a couple years now. I mean, he was on the Nuggets. He was drafted by the Nuggets, played a couple years there. He had injury problems with Denver, had problems getting in the rotation as well. And I think there was one year where he was injured, and then they traded him to the Celtics, and the Celtics didn't want him because he was injured. And then they either waived him and Orlando signed him, or they traded him to Orlando. I believe they waived him. Or, no. I think they traded him and PJ Dozier to the Magic for like a second-round pick or something. And that's how they got him. And then he sat on their bench until the injury healed. And then I don't have his stats for the I have his stats for this season, but nothing before, which he wasn't even doing anything that special this season before. He wasn't even that great this year, but he was solid to start off the year. I mean, to start off the year for the Magic, I remember he was playing great basketball to start off the year. He was rebounding really good. He was playing just all around good basketball. I think Wendell Carter Jr. was hurt to start the year, and Bol was stepping up at that center position for them. And then his role started to, drop down a little bit once Wendell Carter Jr. came back in the lineup. Then they had someone like Mo Bamba as well, who was traded at the deadline. But Bol after after the first half of the season, his minutes started to drop a little bit. And he had a solid season. He averaged 9 and 6, but he's a guy that he'll be picked up, especially with him being a really decent center and his size being 7'2". He's a decent 3-point shooter. Didn't shoot that well from three this year, shooting 27%, but that was only on 115 attempts. Made I think it was 30 of 115 attempts, I believe. So yeah, I mean he wasn't great from three point shooting this year, but he was solid, and he's been better in his career. He's had a couple better seasons 3-point shooting wise, but it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting to see who picks him up, because apparently the whispers that have been going on is that basically both Phoenix and Dallas were trying to maybe make trade discussions to pick him up, before and during the draft. And that was not able to happen. So I would wonder if those two teams, I don't think the Suns are going to be interested. I don't think the Suns have a lot of money to spend left, if any. And not only that, but they've added in multiple centers. They added in Drew Eubanks. They added in Chimezi something. I can't remember his last name. I think they added in another center as well. I'm not sure. And Dallas as well. They've added in a lot of centers and power forward. So I don't know if I really see Dallas or Phoenix still being interested in Bol as weeks have passed. I mean, Dallas has added in Rashawn Holmes since the draft or before the draft. Dallas has added in Derek Lively from Duke, who is 7'1". So they added in those two guys. They've just re-signed. I think on Sunday, or it was Saturday, they re-signed Dwight Powell, who started 64 games for them last season, to a 4-year, $12 million deal. I know this is not irrelevant because he's probably going to get traded. They also have JaVale McGee. They have Maxi Kleber. They have Reggie Bullock. So I'm just looking at some guys at that power forward and center position. I think it's likely that teams like Dallas and Phoenix that were interested in Bol, in the draft and had trade discussions with the Orlando Magic for him, I highly doubt those teams will still be interested in Bol as he becomes a free agent. But I definitely think there will be teams that need a backup center that will be interested in bringing him in to be a backup power forward or a backup center, or maybe even a third string center. Who knows? because he at the same time he was on the Magic last year. They're not a great team. So we'll see what kind of chance he gets. I think he definitely has a chance to be a backup power forward or backup center next season. But you guys are your thoughts. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.